right, y'all. I also got to remember to go back and forth between screens so I could see if anybody says anything on the Instagram side. I think this is the reason why I stopped using Instagram and go live, because that's a lot. It's a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? For real. All right, y'all. We're going to do a quick energy check-in for each zodiac sign because I'm playing with two platforms and I'm trying to learn how to use this thing. So while I'm here, let's do a quick energy check-in. All right. We're going to go from Aries down to Pisces. You know, not going to be on here all day. Not going to hold you up. So, these cards have like inspirational messages. So I'm going to get a card for each zodiac sign from this deck, clarify why Spirit could be saying it to you, and a little tarot, and be done. Which I think. That's good? Okay. Let's see what it looks like when let's go with the collective message first. So we're going for the collective, okay? Just in case none of the zodiac signs resonate with you specifically, maybe the collective message will, right? And then we'll go through the rest of the zodiac signs. Okay, there you go. All right, for the collective, what message, Holy Spirit, angels in heaven, what message? Oh, yeah, for the collective. It says, your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. Okay, there it is. Your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. You see that? Maybe you haven't been doing that because the bottom of the deck says, stay present. That's where life happens, okay? Maybe you're too far in the future or too far in the past, okay? Spirit's like, stay present, okay? That's where life happens, right here in the now, okay? And your life is special. Treat it with loving care. Act like you care about it. Act like you love it, okay? Act like you appreciate it, because life is special. Let's see. Why is your life is so special here for the collective spirit? Why is this here for the collective spirit? Okay. Upheaval, the shock, the unexpected trouble. That's right. All right. Conflicted, multiple choices, inconsistency, decisions. And one day, someday, somewhere, another time. Because of new beginning, fresh start, new direction, chance. Okay. All right. So you might have, and only use right behind that, okay, because it kind of pushed off the deck. All right. So you might have experienced collective upheavals that have made you somewhat conflicted about, your opportunities, or opportunities that could come towards you because of these upheavals, right? Especially if the upheavals require you to have go in a new direction, or maybe for you to take a chance. You might have received an upheaval that says maybe not now, okay, or it's telling you maybe not now, okay. You could be focusing too much in the past or in the future, and Spirit is asking you to know that your life is special, okay, and treat it with loving care, okay. Why is this a message for the collective spirit? Okay. The Three of Pentacles is about rebuilding or working with others. So there's an opportunity for collaboration. Two of Wands, right? But you have to make a choice. And it's because with Temperance, it requires you to be balanced in your decision making, okay? So what do you mean by being balanced? Okay, so being balanced, like in your heart, mind, spirit, right? You can't, I don't say you can't, you shouldn't be in the energy of like doubting opportunities. If you're ready, like if an opportunity is coming towards you, you need to make a choice. Because with the Three of Pentacles energy is about working with others, compromising, rebuilding, And if an opportunity is coming towards you and you're in a more jaded energy, just giving that energy in my collective message before, Spirit might be asking you to like check that, okay, and know that your life is special. And just because you went through an upheaval shouldn't make you conflicted, okay? The Queen of Wands energy and the Emperor on the bottom, okay? The Queen of Wands energy, it could be an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, but this is you being confident, okay? And driven, okay? Because with the Emperor energy and the King of Pentacles, I feel like someone's really trying to step up for you in a way, maybe even financially, but I feel like someone's really trying to step up for you in a way. And if you're not in the energy of confidence, you may not believe it or be receptive to it, okay? This can also be you allowing other people or someone to control you, okay? So know that your life is special and treat it that way, okay? Because if you are experiencing the upheaval that's made you somewhat conflicted about change or going towards a new direction, stay in the present and not in the past or the future, okay? All right. Moving on to Aries. What is this one to? Aries. All right. Let's see. All right. Holy Spirit is in heaven. What message do you have for Aries right now, current energy? What message do you have for Aries right now in the current energy? Now, Aries, if the reading doesn't resonate, don't try to make it. All right. For Aries spirit. All right. Stop pushing against what is. Align with it and move on. Okay. Spirit says stop pushing against what is. Align with it and move on. Okay. I know you're probably like, that's the reason why she was struggling to read that card, because you can barely see the right words, right? That's why. Because remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. Okay. Remember, you cannot change anyone but yourself. Okay. So stop pushing against what is, right? And align with it and move on. Right? All right. Here we go. For Aries spirit, why is stop pushing against what is? Yeah. Okay. Fantasy, dreams, fairy tale, imagination. Okay. Because of loss, grief, sorrow, pain. All right. You might have looked at an experience as like a dream, a fairy tale, exactly what you imagine. But because of this loss, you may be holding on to it. If you've experienced some type of loss, you may be like holding on to it for dear life. And Spirit's like, stop pushing against what is. Align with it and move on. Okay? You can't change anyone but yourself. You might have imagined it to be everything that you wanted it to be, but you cannot change anyone but yourself. All right? Okay. Why is this message here for Aries spirit? Why is this message here for Aries? The King of Wands and the Two of Pentacles. All right, so whatever you have experienced now has you in the energy of juggling, okay? Juggling your emotions, juggling what's best for you. Yeah. Because of this grief, this loss, okay? Spirit's like, please move on with the world energy. Close out that cycle, okay? If someone has hurt you, okay, let that go, okay? You were, you could have been expecting more of it, okay? More from the experience, okay? The Two of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Nine of Cups, all right? So someone's actions definitely caused you grief. Maybe they were juggling, but this is someone you have deep emotion for, okay? Yeah. And maybe they've kind of like created this energy of like bitterness in you because you saw them as your dream. Okay, 10 of Cups. You saw them as the fantasy. Okay, and it's because you put a lot into it with the Queen of Cups energy. Right, this is about care for self, but this is about the care and love that we give to others. Right. Mm-hmm. Maybe you were expecting or looking for an opportunity or an offer, but this energy hurt you by juggling. Anything else for Aries? Okay. Okay, the King of Pentacles fell, but it didn't turn over with the Ace of Wands on the bottom. Spirit can kind of be saying like that was a here today, gone tomorrow experience. Meaning it wasn't meant to stay in your life forever. Okay? So stop pushing against what is. Align with it and move on. Okay? That's Spirit's message to you. It wasn't meant to stay around. Okay? All right. For Taurus. Yeah. Okay. All right. For Taurus, Spirit. Message for Taurus. Current energy. Okay. So let's see, Taurus. What message do you have for Taurus in the current energy, Spirit? Thank you so very much. All right. It says, what has your inner voice been asking of you? Listen and act. Okay. What has your inner voice been asking of you? Okay. Because a little bit of faith goes a long way. Remember that. Okay. Spirit wants you to have faith. What is your inner voice asking of you? Spirit wants you to listen and act on it. Okay. Because Spirit wants you to have faith. All right. So let's see what this is. For Taurus. Why is this message here for Taurus, Spirit? One more. Okay. All right, the deja vu energy is on the bottom. Maybe you've been experiencing some like karmic patterns or lessons. Better off. Happiness, perspective, clear headspace. Okay. So if your inner voice has been asking you to maybe accept change or change your perspective on something or clear your headspace or understand that you are better off because of a second chance, making amends, opportunity, or plans. Spirit's like, listen and act. Okay. Stay with that. Stay with that energy. Okay. For Taurus, Spirit. Okay. This could be in reference to a union that you were waiting to act on. Okay. Why is listen to your inner voice here for Taurus, Spirit? Okay. All right. The Eight of Swords. You've been keeping yourself rather stuck. Okay. So that's a self-imposed restriction. You're creating a restriction for yourself. Keeping yourself kind of stuck, maybe like very indecisive or even like afraid to like make a decision or, make a move. Okay. Spirit wants you to listen to your inner voice. All right. Change your perspective, clear your headspace with Temperance energy here. All right. Stay balanced, stay at peace. Okay. Don't go off the deep end. All right. Because with the Nine of Cups energy, this is a wish fulfilled, Nine of Cups and Six of Wands. It will work out. Okay. Whatever your inner voice is saying, go with that. Okay. Because with the Four of Swords energy and the Two of Swords, Spirit's like, stop avoiding it. Okay. Like the Eight of Swords energy is you maybe not going towards something, or you not making a decision, or you not doing something, or you being avoidant of something because of you creating self-imposed restriction. The Spirit's like, nah, listen to your inner voice. Clear your head space. Change your perspective on how you may be looking at this. Okay. Because happiness is on here. Know that this is a wish fulfilled. Okay. A little faith goes a long way, Taurus. That's what I have for you. Moving on to Gemini. I like these quick messages. Tell me. For Gemini, Spirit. quick message for Gemini. What message do you have for Gemini, Spirit? Please make it clear. All right. Message for Gemini. Okay. Card fell in my lap, but it didn't turn over, so I'm not even going to read it. For Gemini, Spirit. Look at that. See. It's doing it again. Ooh, it's shaking. For Gemini, Spirit. Okay, the speak up or speak out card came out, but it didn't turn over. And it almost like went in reverse. I don't know if something that you need to say. What is it for Gemini, Spirit? Okay, 2 cards. Stay present. That's where life happens. Okay, so for you, Spirit could be saying, don't go too far in the future. Don't go too far in the past. Stay in the present. Okay, and check in with your body and release any tension you are carrying. And Gemini, you know you do that. Okay, you know you carry the tension. All right, release it. Don't go too far in the past and don't go too far in the present. Stay, in the future, stay in the present. Because take responsibility for your choices. This is your life to live. Own it. Okay? It's your life. You can do what you want to do. All right? Take responsibility for your choices. Okay? All right, let's see. For Gemini, Spirit, clarify these messages. Stay in the present. And check in with your body. Release that tension, okay? Gemini, release the tension, okay? Stay present. Why is this message here for Gemini, Spirit? Heart fog. That's why. This is jading you. Mixed signals, blocked emotions, clutter. All right? That's the reason why Spirit is like, stay in the present. Because of purifying, purge, healing, clean energy. Right? You're healing, I feel like you're purging energy, right? Spirit could be asking you to let certain energies go from that, that you could be holding on to, that tension, because it's jading you. It's, making you maybe have mixed signals, okay, or blocked emotions. Why are these messages here for Gemini, Spirit? Yeah, keeping you stuck too, like Taurus, 8 of Swords. Maybe because with the Knight of Wands on the bottom, maybe somebody was inconsistent, a player, and it was maybe rather disappointing. Spirit could be asking you to kind of, look at things differently, the Moon and the 9 of Pentacles. Because this stuck energy is kind of maybe keeping you fearful of new opportunities where you actually are ready for new opportunities, but you're more so pushing them away. It's like you're ready for the new opportunities, but you're pushing away connection, because of past, okay. The High Priestess, the Tower, and the Ace of Pentacles, because of the Star, okay. You are healing, Gemini. All right. So that's the reason why Spirit's like, listen, stay in the present. Let go of that tension up off your shoulders, okay? Because it's just, making you a little jaded, okay? Clouding your judgment. Having you create self-imposed restriction when there really isn't a need for one. Fearful of maybe like going into new directions or choosing paths. Spirit wants you to listen to your intuition. Because although you might have experienced a tower with this Tower energy, a change, which is an intervention from Spirit, it brings about the Ace of Pentacles, okay? And it's all because you're healing, okay? So just purge it, release it, and stay in the present. Moving on to Cancer. Hey, Seal, bucking up. How are you? Welcome to the Healing Circle. What's up, Body by Kita? Who else is here? DeAndre? All right. All right, for Cancer Spirit, what message do you have for Cancer? Ooh, I like it. 2. All right. Stop looking outside yourself for the answers. You already know them, okay? You don't need to ask anybody else. You don't need to listen to this tarot reading, okay? You don't need to look at your horoscope online, okay? Stop looking for the answers. You already know them, okay? And you have the power to create the life you love. Remember that, okay? You create how things are going to look at tomorrow, okay? You decide exactly what it is that you truly do want. You do. Because stop giving away your power right now. Look, Spirit's like, listen, I'm serious. You have the power. Stop giving it away. Okay? Period. All right. Let's see why Spirit is saying this. Stop looking outside yourself for the answers you already know. You don't need to ask me. Let's see. All right. For Cancer Spirit. Why are these messages here for Cancer? Okay. Trapped, stuck, tied down, captive, and longing, aching, pining past love. Because of boundaries, no drawing the line. Okay. So you may feel stuck in a little way. Okay. Especially if you're longing for something, a person, whatever. Okay. And it's because of these boundaries. But Spirit's like, you got the power. Stop giving it away. Who's putting boundaries on you, Cancer? Because Spirit's like, you don't get boundaries. You do what you want to do. Okay? Yeah. And stop looking outside yourself for everyone else to help everyone else to approve what you should do next. Spirit's like, you already know what the answers are. Do it. You know? Why are these messages here for Cancer Spirit? You feel trapped on something you're longing to do because of these boundaries. Who's putting boundaries on you? You don't have any boundaries. You create the life you love. Remember that. No one else. For Cancer Spirit. Clarify these messages for Cancer in the current. Okay. The 7 of Swords and the King of Pentacles showed with the 3 of Cups. You don't trust someone, but I also feel like you don't trust in your own ability. Okay. And it's because of other people. You don't trust yourself. Okay. Yeah. But the Hermit energy is you've already thought about this. Okay. You've already processed it. Okay. And it's because with the 3 of Pentacles energy, okay. I feel like you've already thought about it. You've already processed it with the Hermit energy. But because of maybe you feeling trapped, okay, you're like trying to be maybe like cooperative with other people or trying to like, maybe like not negotiate, but like accommodate others. Okay. The 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. Okay. So you're losing out because of other people. This is a manipulation with the 5 of Swords energy. Okay. 6 of Swords is right behind that. It's like an energy you need to move away from because you're losing out by this trapped energy. You're trapped on something that you're longing for. And it's because of boundaries. When Spirit's like, you don't have any boundaries. You create the life you want to live. Right? Stop looking for outside validation. The answers are already within you. Okay? And stop giving away your power right now is what it says. The 2 of Pentacles and the 7 of Cups. Okay? Listen. And it's because of this 4 of Swords. You might need to heal from something that might have failed or ended. Okay. You've been maybe thinking about how you are maybe like lonely or been doing stuff like rather alone. Okay. Going back and forth, worrying, juggling, doing a lot on your own, maybe feeling trapped, feeling stuck, tied down in a way. And it's because of these boundaries that you really don't have. So you know how this resonates with you, Cancer. It's like, stop giving your power away. Okay. You don't need no one else to make a decision for you. Ready? Moving on to Leo. All right. Okay, Leo, let's see. What does Spirit have for you? Holy Spirit is in heaven. What message do you have for Leo? Okay. Message for Leo, Spirit. Oh, dang, that was very obvious. Here we go. Stop looking outside yourself. Same energy from Cancer. Stop looking outside yourself for answers. You already know them. Okay? And bet on yourself. Take chances. Reach your dreams. You've got this. Okay? Bet on yourself and take chances. Okay? Because life can be hard and life can be wonderful. Which will you focus on? Okay? What you gonna focus on? It could be hard if that's what you feel like it's gonna be, but it can also be great. Okay, so don't look for validation from someone else. You already know the answer. Okay, and bet on yourself. Take chances. All right, to reach your dreams. Okay, because yeah, it can be hard, but it also can be great. So, which one are you gonna try? Because you're hoping for something, you're manifesting something. Why are these messages here for Leo Spirit? Misunderstood. Ooh. Lost soul, victim mistakes. Okay. And established family triumph security. I feel like, Leo, you feel misunderstood by the people around you, giving the same energy as Cancer. Could be dealing with the Cancer, but it's definitely giving the energy of you feel misunderstood by people around you. Okay. And maybe it's around security. Maybe people around you feel like you're, not thinking the best when it comes to security, because they might, be telling you like, oh, it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy to do it that way, or whatever the case may be. And it's because of infatuation, adoration, addiction, compulsion, making you apprehensive. So if you are a little excited about something, if you are focusing on something way too deeply, it can also be making you apprehensive. Maybe the people around you are saying that you're being rather impulsive and not thinking. Okay, maybe even telling you like, oh, if you do it this way, it's going to be hard for you. So it's like, yeah, life can be hard, but it also can be great. Which one are you going to choose? Because you have to bet on yourself and take chances. Right? Not on anyone else. Why are these messages here for Leo Spirit? The Hermit and the High Priestess. Okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you've been really reflecting on something, thinking on something, planning something even. And with the High Priestess energy and the Nine of Pentacles, Spirit wants you to listen to your inner guidance. Stop looking outside yourself. The answers are within. Okay? So with the High Priestess energy and the Nine of Pentacles, Spirit could be definitely telling you that you're ready. Okay? You're ready. Why are these messages here for Leo Spirit? Okay. The Nine of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Okay. But you're guarded. And it could be because of someone you have deep emotion for, could have broken your heart. Or this is the energy of being guarded because of you putting yourself into experiences where you're giving of yourself and then being disappointed. Okay. So understand that your wounds are playing a part. Why are these messages here for Leo? Okay. The Four of Pentacles, the Magician, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, Death energy, because of the Ten of Wands. Okay. All right. So you've been thinking about some things. Okay. But the guarded energy, the Nine of Wands energy is making you hold back from a manifestation. Remember I said you were hoping for something, okay, or manifesting and bringing it in. Okay. That guarded energy is making you hold back from a manifestation. Okay. And Spirit's like, you're stable. Okay. You're doing good. You're confident. You're excited about whatever this new venture is. You're solid financially. Okay. Where you might not have been in previous experiences. Okay. You've grown when it comes to your confidence where you might not have been in previous experiences. Okay. Whatever this new opportunity is, or whatever this opportunity is that you're holding back from, the Three of Pentacles energy is giving like collaboration, but it's also an energy of like compromise or working with others. Okay. And okay, well, Leo, you could be like creating like an ending for yourself, because with the Ten of Wands energy, you're making it too difficult to move away from. Okay, it's like you're not allowing the past to be let go. Okay, you're holding on to those wounds. Okay, and it could be because of the established energy, your family, the people around you. Clarify established for Leo. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Wands, the Empress, and the Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. Your family, the people around you, there might be a solid opportunity, right? To even like build something solid, build a home, build a relationship. You know, is a solid opportunity for something that could really establish a foundation for you. The Empress energy is about growth and progress, but the people around you could be telling you, wait until you know for sure. Okay, because you're already healing from when you experience a loss. Five of Pentacles, you're already healing. Like, so it's the people around you that's kind of contributing. I ain't gonna say they're the only ones, but they're contributing to you being indecisive. Okay, Leo. Yeah, I'm glad it showed up that way. So I know I'm talking about. Okay, here we go. Moving on to Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Let's get you a message. Holy Spirit is in heaven. What message do you have for Virgo? Okay, message for Virgo. Ooh, that's a lot, Virgo. Okay, here we go. Trust yourself always. Trust others once they've earned it. Okay? Trust yourself always and trust others once they've earned it. Okay? What has your inner voice been asking of you? Listen and act. Okay? I can't remember who had that, but someone else did. All right? And stop looking outside yourself for answers. You already know them. And several zodiac signs have gotten this message as well. Okay? So trust yourself always and trust others once they've earned it. Okay? What is your inner voice telling you? Stop looking outside yourself for the answers. You already know. Because listen to your body and do what it is asking of you. Okay? Listen. Let's see why these are your messages, Virgo. Listen to your body. What is your body telling you? What is your mind telling you? Your intuition. Your inner voice. Why are these messages here for Virgo Spirit? Intimacy, closeness, sexuality, seclusion. Okay, this has to do with intimacy, getting close to someone, you know, getting sexual with someone, getting secluded with someone. I don't know. Okay, and it's because of heart fog, mixed signals, blocked emotions, clutter. Okay, and pride right behind that. So this has to do with intimacy, but definitely, like I would say, like your uncertainty around it. Okay, maybe you being closed off, you blocking off your emotions. Okay? Yeah, you holding back your emotions with the moon energy. All right. Why are these messages here for Virgo? This is about letting people in because you don't trust people. You know, it's probably giving the energy of like, I trust myself, I don't trust others. Okay, let's see. Yeah. The Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. The energy of abandonment, the energy of being left out in the cold, the energy of being done wrong. That's what you're more so stressed and concerned about that, okay, than what's in the present. Okay, that's you either staying too far or in the past or jumping too far ahead in the future. Okay, because with the judgment energy on the bottom, there's an energy of you needing maybe to make a decision or a judgment on something. Okay, yeah, 10 of Cups right behind that. That could be exactly what it is you want. Okay, but this is energy of abandonment that's kind of like sabotaging you in a way. You know what? Someone else did this. Someone else did this to you, Virgo. No, it really is. With the Page of Cups on the bottom, someone else did this to you. Okay? Yeah. Okay. For Virgo spirit, someone else did this for you. Me to you. All right. Yeah. Yeah. And it's making you fearful. With the moon energy and the Page of Pentacles, it's making you fearful. Okay, the energy of abandonment, the energy of being left out in the cold, the energy of experiencing a loss is sabotaging you. It's making you fearful of new opportunities, either to accept one or to give one. It's causing you delays, 3 of Wands, in choosing paths. Okay, when I said someone else did this, the Queen of Wands did this. Okay, but it's also saying that whatever has happened in your past with that 9 of Wands energy, it has impacted your confidence, okay, and your like assertiveness, and created this heart fog in you, okay. So Spirit's telling you to listen to your inner voice, not to your experiences, okay. You see, I'm putting these cards in different locations. Let's just keep coming out. All right, here we go. Hey, Nicole. You're proud of me. I'm proud of me too. Thank you. Oh, man. Thank you for being here. I love y'all. There you go. All right. For Libra spirit, what message do you have for Libra? I got to jump back into that one. What message do you have for Libra spirit? Thank you. Message for Libra. No, I don't like how it's coming out. It's like a whole bunch of cards. But just, all right, message for Libra spirit. Still a lot of cards. Look, and another one. Okay, forget it. It's what it is. Here's your first message, Libra. No one said this whole life thing was a race. It's okay to slow down. Okay? You don't have to be moving quick, fast, racing. And who you racing? Yeah, okay. It's likely not a race. Make time to play, have fun, be free. Okay? That's important. Fun is important in this life as well. I feel like you're working too hard or trying to meet a goal. You have such a bright light inside. Stop dimming it. Okay? You could be holding yourself back in a way. Give your inner critique a vacation day. Be kind to yourself. Who are you trying to compete against? And give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing. You're being too hard on yourself, Libra. Okay? Because check in with your body and release any tension you are carrying. This is the whole reason. Spirit's like, why are you holding on to all that tension like that? Okay? Do you know who you are? Okay, it's time for you to go play and have some fun. Okay, seriously. Spirit's like, come on now. You have such a bright light. Why are you dimming it? Be kind to yourself. What are you doing, Libra? Ready? Why is this message here? You feel like a victim, maybe? Feel like a lost soul with that misunderstood energy on the bottom? My child need to come in the house. Okay. Longing, aching, pining, past love. Okay. Because of clashing, differences, incompatibility, conflict. Okay. So it could be because of you maybe longing for a past love where there might have been a conflict. Okay. where you're like, you know, kind of being down on yourself. One more. Clarify these messages for Libra spirit. Okay, the Five of Wands fell, but it didn't turn over. Okay, there could have been a conflict because of work. Okay, or there's a conflict with maybe you working on a connection. Okay, yeah, the Knight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. Clarify these messages for Libra spirit. The King of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. The Nine of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Okay, so I don't know if you're going towards a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn, or maybe they're coming towards you, but it's like energy of your past is kind of keeping you at limbo. Okay, Hangman energy with the Five of Cups is like keeping you stuck in disappointment. Okay, it's like maybe an ending that might have occurred, a clashing energy that might have occurred. It's like it has you very guarded. Yeah. Okay. The Five of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands with the Page of Swords on the bottom. It's kind of giving energy like the problem with an offer coming from someone is the delay in it. Okay, it's almost like either you are delaying it or someone else is, and it's because of the experiences. It's a guarded energy. And it's all because of you needing to release some tension that you're carrying. Because someone has an offer. And I feel like you going towards someone or you taking action in that way is a conflict to this actually happening. Your guarded energy is causing you delays. Look, Page of Swords and the Six of Wands are saying, I know it'll work out. I know it'll be successful. Okay. The Devil energy in the Tower saying, well, you got to cut out that toxic energy that you're playing around with so that you can make a decision, King of Swords. Okay. All right. Moving on to Scorpio. Let me tell this little girl coming out. Sorry. Children. All right, here you go. All right. This is for Scorpios, spirit. For all the Scorpios. Okay. Let's see. Holy Spirit, angels in heaven. What message do you have for Scorpio? For Scorpio, spirit? Okay. You have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. Okay. The power is in your hands. Okay. So clear your mental and physical clutter. You will feel so much better. Okay. Spirit's like, so clear out that physical and mental clutter so you can feel better. All right. Because you have the power to create the life you love. Remember that. for Scorpio. Why is this message here for Scorpio? Epiphany in fantasy. Okay, epiphany fell out, but it didn't turn over. Maybe you're realizing something. Okay, harmony, peace, balance, friendship. Okay, and vows, commitment, promises, fidelity. Okay, because of limits, final straw, overload, breaking point with pretending. Okay, I feel like either you or someone else is at their breaking point with pretending. Okay, and maybe you find harmony in being in a commitment. Okay. Yeah. Well, sure, life. Okay. You create how you want it to be. You have the power. Ready? Okay. Clarify this message for Scorpio spirit. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Swords, because it's new. Ace of Cups. You see someone that you want to go towards. I feel like this is a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a dude. It's a masculine energy. All right. So you see someone that you want to go towards. You see him as a stable, feminine energy. Someone that you can maybe commit to, have peace, balance, friendship, harmony with. And with that Knight of Cups energy, you want to give love to him. You want to give love to him. You want to go towards him. But the Eight of Swords energy in you, which is a self-imposed restriction, is saying, no, don't do it. Okay. And it's all because it's new. Ace of Cups energy is a new beginning, something you haven't experienced yet. Okay. And with the Fool energy, you might have to just kind of step out on faith. You don't really know the outcome is going to be. So the Fool energy is requiring you to kind of lead by faith, all right? And the Star energy, all right, towards what it is that you truly do want. All right. So Spirit's asking you to clear your mental and physical clutter, okay? And you will feel much better about this experience, because I feel like right now you're at your limit with like wanting it, but not being able to go towards it for whatever reason that you're creating, because it's a self-imposed restriction. Say what? Oh. All right. For Sagittarius. Okay. For Sagittarius spirit, what message do you have for Sag? Okay. For the Sagittarius, what message do you have for Sagittarius spirit? Okay, this fell out, but it didn't, it says, remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. Okay. So we're going to put that back because it didn't come out right. For Sagittarius spirit. All right, stay present. That's where life happens. Okay. Don't jump too far ahead. Don't go too far in the past. Okay. And do something kind for someone without any expectation. Okay. Do something kind without expectation, because give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole living thing. Okay. You're doing the best you can. All right. Be authentic. Anything else is just exhausting. Just be yourself. Stay in the present and do something kind for someone without looking for, something in return. Okay. Let's see. Influences could be, impacting your decision making on something you could see as beautiful, as something you could see as a fantasy. The chase, preparation, relentless pursuit of victory. Okay. Because of trapped, stuck, tied down, captive. Okay. So this can actually be something that is a huge victory for you, because maybe you've been in the energy of feeling trapped or stuck or tied down. Why are these messages here for Sagittarius spirit? Okay. Stay present. Don't jump too far ahead or go too far in the past. Why are these messages here for Sagittarius spirit? Okay, the Three of Swords energy is that grief that you might have experienced. Okay, disappointment, right? Spirit's like, temper that. Okay, because with the Lover's energy, this can be about a connection with someone, or it could be about a major decision that you're making. Okay, towards an opportunity, either to make an opportunity or receive one. Right? Why are these messages here for Sagittarius? Yeah. That grief that you're feeling is what's blocking you. Seven of Wands energy. Right? Because there's definitely communication that's coming in. Okay. And it could be from a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. But it's destined with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. All right. It's destined. So don't allow that grief or disappointment to block it. Why are these messages here for Sagittarius? Yep. The Nine of Swords energy and the Six of Wands is a clear indication of you sabotaging success. Okay? And with the World energy, Spirit's like, you need to close that cycle. Okay? You need to stop doing that. Okay? Because whoever this Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius is trying to help you move things into a better state. Okay? So Spirit's like, stop doing that. Don't sabotage something that could be successful. Okay? Yeah, because you're feeling trapped or tied down. But more so because of your experiences. Okay? All right. Moving on to, you're doing the best you can. Stop being hard on yourself. Capricorn. No, I'm doing good in time. I got to take my child to driving school. But I still got time. My clock's still wrong in the house. Okay, let's see. For Capricorn spirit, messages for Capricorn. Okay, remember that you can't change anyone but yourself, Capricorn. Right? So stay present. That's where life happens. Okay? Don't jump too far ahead and don't go too far in the past. That has come out for a lot of different zodiac signs already. Okay? Stay present. Can't change nobody but yourself. Why are these messages here for Capricorn spirit? One more. Okay. Why are these messages here for Capricorn spirit? Remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. Depth, okay. Complexity, awareness, importance. Okay. So Spirit wants you to know this message, okay, because with the depth energy, like something could be like very important, okay, or maybe this is like a very important message for you, or something Spirit wants you to be aware of because of chemistry, spark, passion, desire, and infatuation is right behind that. Okay, there could be something that you desire, a spark, or something that you're very passionate about, and maybe Spirit wants you to know or really understand or be aware that you can't change anyone but yourself. And maybe you should go towards whatever it is that you desire. Okay. Why is this message here for Capricorn spirit? Why are these messages here for Capricorn spirit? The Emperor, the Seven of Cups, the Lovers, the Ten of Swords, and Two of Swords. Okay. So definitely stop worrying about, you're worrying too much about either a decision or a connection. Okay. Yeah. And it could be to like end something. Okay. And I feel like Spirit is saying this because you can't change nobody. All right. The Two of Swords energy is definitely giving an energy of avoidance. It's like something you're not doing, you're avoiding it. Okay. Because there's definitely a passionate new beginning. Okay. That's that chemistry energy. Okay. Literally. There's definitely a passionate new beginning here with the Ace of Wands energy. But I feel like the only way you can really access it is if you communicate what you plan to do and actually do it. Okay. But this Two of Swords energy is giving the energy of avoidance. All right. It's like take control of this worry when it comes to this connection or this decision and like maybe end it or let it go. Okay. Yeah. Stop being afraid. Temperance to the Moon is like stop being fearful. And it's more so fearful of the unknown. Because if you knew, you wouldn't be afraid, right? The fear is from the unknown. Of what the outcome would be or whatever the case may be. Yeah, so it's definitely taking control over whatever worry you have around this decision. What is this Lovers energy for Capricorn? Remember, it's going to be a decision about a connection or just going to be like a major life choice. What's this Lovers energy for Capricorn spirit? Lovers energy for Capricorn spirit. That's a lot. Okay, it still came out. It still came out. The Queen of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Five of Swords, the World, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So this decision is about maybe someone that you have a deep emotion for with the Queen of Cups energy. You could maybe want to establish a relationship with them or create some type of solid foundation in whatever way. The Lovers energy, if we were going off like a major life choice, then this can be something that you truly are desiring for yourself or you truly want with that chemistry energy. It could be around getting married or creating some type of foundation for yourself. But whatever mental conflict you have around it needs to stop because it's making you indecisive. Okay. King of Swords energy and the Six of Swords is saying like, be bold, make a decision so that things can move into a better state. If that makes sense. Moving on to Aquarius. All right. For Aquarius, Spirit, what message do you have for Aquarius at this time, Spirit? For Aquarius, Spirit. Okay. All right. Never forget how resilient you are. You always bounce back. Okay. Don't forget that. You always bounce back. All right. And make time to play. Have fun. Be free. You straight. That's the energy he's giving. Like you always bounce back. All right. Because remember that you can't change anyone but yourself. Okay. You can't change anyone but yourself. Definitely giving energy from Capricorn and some other zodiac signs as well. All right, so check your other placements. All right, you can't change anyone but yourself. But never forget how resilient you are, and how you always bounce back. And go have some fun. For real. For Aquarius. Especially if there's been an energy of distance. Okay. Maybe you're like, what are they hiding? What's going on? Like, why are they acting like that? Don't even worry about it. Okay. Because listen. See? Mirror, reflection, shared feelings, you. Okay. And fantasy, dreams, fairy tale, imagination. Because of depth, complexity, awareness, importance. Okay. So Spirit said, don't even worry about it because with the mirror energy and fantasy, The energy is mutual. Okay, it's mutual. Right? How you feel, they feel too. Right? Yep. Remember, you can't change nobody but yourself. Right? Don't worry too much trying to read behind the lines or between the lines. Right? Yeah, that's what you're saying. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Make time for you. Go have some fun. Why are these messages here for Aquarius? Okay. Why are these messages here for Aquarius? Okay. Queen of Swords. That's you. And the Six of Swords. The Eight of Swords is on the bottom. Okay, so with the Queen of Swords and the Six of Swords is giving the energy of like things moving into a better state for you. Okay. And this can be even like how someone else feels about you. Because remember, the energy is mirrored. With the Eight of Swords energy in the moon, someone's not quite sure of that. It's like they're stuck in fear. And so therefore they hold back. Spirit's like, don't worry about them holding them back because the energy is definitely mutual. Okay. You can't change anybody. Go have some fun. This could be a Virgo, okay, with the Hermit energy. But if someone is still reflecting, they're still thinking on it. Okay. Because Ten of Wands energy and the Chariot, maybe they have a lot going on with them. Maybe it's going to take a lot to move forward on something. Yeah, the Empress and the Two of Wands. If they want things to progress, they have to actually make a choice, and that's on them. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like Spirit is like, don't worry about it. You will always bounce back. Okay, listen. The High Priestess energy, the Hangman, and the Five of Cups. I feel like you intuitively know that. Okay, that someone is maybe stuck in some type of disappointment or grief. Okay, because if you've been giving them the Queen of Cups energy, which is love, care, and compassion, and there's still delays, it ain't on you. It's on them. So don't even worry about it. That's what Spirit is saying. Moving on to Pisces. I don't know. I think my live stream on Instagram stopped. See, that's why I don't do Instagram. Oh, I think it only does an hour. Sorry, Instagram. Okay, sorry. Okay, here you go. Last zodiac. Okay. For Pisces Spirit. It's so cold out there. The hawk is out. The hawk is out, Pisces. For Pisces Spirit. One more shuffle. Okay. Message for Pisces Spirit. What message do you have for Pisces? Okay, here we go. Bet on yourself. Take chances. Reach your dreams. You've got this. Okay. I think Leo got that energy. Okay. Do check your other placements. Trust yourself always. Trust others once they've earned it. Okay. Yeah. Bet on yourself. Don't even worry about everybody else. Trust yourself. Okay. And stop ruminating over what you did or didn't do. Let it go. Okay. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. Stay in the present. But this is asking you to stop ruminating over what you didn't or didn't do. Okay. Did or didn't do. Because a little bit of faith goes a long way. Remember that. Spirit wants you to have faith. Okay. To stay encouraged and have faith. All right. Bet on yourself. Trust yourself. And stop ruminating on what you did and did not do. Okay. A little faith go a long way. For Pisces Spirit. Clarify this message for Pisces. Why is this message coming up for Pisces? Okay. Harmony energies on the bottom. Okay. There you go. Upheaval. That's why. Upheaval. Shock, the unexpected trouble. All right. Confessions, unexpected message unveiling, justification. Okay. And depth, complexity, awareness, importance. Okay. All right. Because of running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. Okay. And masculine energy right behind that. Okay. So maybe a masculine energy is running. Maybe you're running from the masculine energy, whatever the case may be. But there's some type of upheaval or shock or unexpected because of a confession. And this could be making things rather complex. Or maybe someone's confessing why things were so complex. We'll see. Why are these messages here for Pisces Spirit? Please clarify. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Five of Cups energy on the bottom. There's definitely energy of disappointment, grief. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's the energy of if I only woulda did it this way. The Five of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so maybe this is the energy of like walking away from a family. Okay, or being abandoned by one. Okay, and it's because of the energy of Eight of Cups, like walking away from letting go of the past or walking away. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, if someone did this to you, okay, maybe they walked away from a family, okay, mm-hmm. or walked away from the idea of one. Let's see, why are these messages here for Pisces Spirit? Maybe they experienced that already, like where they were like abandoned in a long-term commitment or a family situation, so they walked away. Okay, this can be something that someone is confessing, making you aware of why they were running. That's coming out more. Okay, the Page of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. All because of the Six of Pentacles. Okay. All right. So this is like someone knowing that they need to be honest or tell you the truth. Okay. Feeling like it's time, right? If someone has experienced like abandonment in a long-term commitment, this could be why they were running. This can be why, there was disappointment. Maybe they're telling you that. Okay. Yeah. This could be why Spirit's like, you have to bet on yourself. Okay. Trust yourself. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like because someone wants to like move towards a new beginning now, the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Hangman is someone who was like maybe moving slow at like procrastinating at communicating, maybe because they didn't know what to say or felt kind of stuck or limited. This could be because of a family with the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. It's like a wife, someone that you're financially tied to that could have held things up, caused delays with the Three of Wands. Okay. This can also be someone that was maybe procrastinating and moving things forward, but maybe changing your perspective around having a partner. Anything else for Pisces? Yeah. Three of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Six of Swords. Okay. So the reason why things might have been kind of held up is because of maybe you being angry with them. Okay. Almost kind of like waiting for you to like stop being angry. Okay. In order for things to move into a better state. And it's because of an ending, Ten of Swords, that someone was, avoiding or avoiding you because of an ending. Okay, so there was like a delay because of maybe you being angry with them. But things are moving into a better state. So that's what I have for you, shit. Someone's going to be honest with you, Pisces. Tell you why they were running. She's a runner. She's a track star. She gonna win a race when it gets hard. I love this. I really do. I really do. So I'm just playing around with these platforms, y'all. Like all these different platforms, like trying to make sure I go live on everything is just crazy. I don't know how to do it. Hey, Bishop. Yeah, go back and watch Gemini. I did just do quick messages, I still be back on tomorrow for Talk to Me Tuesday. Definitely, if you have not had a chance to get on with us for Talk to Me Tuesday, you definitely do. Okay, the best way to do so is on YouTube. You can also participate if you're on my Facebook, but Instagram. keep trying with them, and it's just, the experience just doesn't, I don't know. It's like a whole separate little unit, and I don't like that. Like, we should all be together, inclusive. It's like, I don't like that. You said right now I can look at Facebook and YouTube messages all in one thing, but for Instagram I gotta go to a whole nother screen, and I think that's whack. Someone write Instagram creators. They need to do some updating. They really do. That's what I have for you, shit. I hope this helped. I look forward to seeing y'all soon. I said so. I was about to say seeing y'all good. I look forward to seeing y'all good too. Please hit that like button. It's right there. Comment. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Look at my hair, y'all. That's all Olivia. You see how my hands just flowing through this? That's all Olivia. Oh, look. Send it to your friends. Post it to social media and subscribe so you know when I post. Miss you guys already. See you tomorrow.